Hello, welcome back. I'm Statman Dave. Today we're going to be taking Liverpool's new hero, Luis Diaz, and how he'll fit into Liverpool's team in the future. Will he be a replacement for Sadio Mane? What will he bring? And all that good stuff. If you are new around here, of course, smack that subscribe button. And of course, check out SofaScore where we do all of our statistical analysis. Anyway, let's get this party started. Liverpool are slowly building what I would describe as a super club squad. We've seen Man City do it over the years with their signings, how they've got about 12 attackers that could all start and all play amazing. But Liverpool have improved their squad. The acquisition of Diogo Jota was so smart in terms of his finishing and his pressing numbers, but it also looks like the acquisition of Luis Diaz looks very, very smart and could be Liverpool's new hero. The big thing with Diaz, obviously 25 years old, just approaching his prime. Very similar to the signing of Sadio Mane. That's how I'd kind of link that signing and look at it, you know, going forward. This is a very bright acquisition. And also in terms of, you know, his numbers for Liverpool so far, over the two games against Cardiff and, of course, Leicester City at home. Completed 7 out of his 9 dribbles and had 4 shots on goal. The interesting side with Diaz, what I really like, is his ability to go inside and outside. Not something that we regard heavily for an inverted winger that's right-footed, playing on the left, that can chop down the byline and get a low cross into the box. 2 really good moments he created in the game against Leicester City with that, chopping outside, dragging it down the byline, then getting a low cross with his left foot. It's got the potential to be that guy. And again, we all know the statistics. Luis Diaz this season for Porto, something clicked with him. 14 goals and 4 assists in 18 games so far this season. Very dependable, but also got a good shot on him, cutting in from that right-hand side. And I think for Liverpool, it's about what's next for Liverpool. Where do they go? How do they play? You know, what's the future? Because if we looked at Liverpool, you know, let's say now, we'd say probably the best starting 11 when everyone's fit, when everyone's firing. You know, you could see it as what we have on screen. You know, Trent Alexander-Arnold at the back. You know, got to definitely throw Joel Matip in there because he's been sensational. Trent, Matip, Van Dijk. Robertson with Alisson in behind. Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, and a front three. The classic Liverpool front three of Firmino, Salah, and Mane. The big thing this season, though, I think you'd probably say Diogo Jota is now number 1. His link-up play's been really good this season. That's been impressive for me. But also his goal scoring. Between Salah and Jota, they've scored more goals than Everton have managed in the Premier League this season. So that is definitely a statistic that we have to look at. But looking for the longer term, you know, building that idea of how someone like Diaz fits into this Liverpool team. He very much, for me, is a left winger. I think that's his best position. But I also think he could, you know, go on the right hand side and do a good similar job on the right. But a little bit different to Salah, a little different to Mane, different to Jota. And I think that difference is big for Liverpool because it means that you face Liverpool and you could be playing someone like Mane wide left that's still got that ability to take you on, that's very direct, but a good goal scorer, good movement off the ball, or someone that holds a little bit more width in the final third. And we talk about Liverpool's box this season that they're creating in midfield at times with Jota, the right central midfielder, be it Henderson or Harvey Elliott, and then Fabinho and Thiago holding a bit deeper with the width and the depth of the team coming from those wide players. Obviously, Salah and Mane like to make that run from out to in, but Luis Diaz is more of a player that would take those long balls from, let's say, a Van Dijk and then take you on and then create for that second phase for one of the forwards or even that attacking midfielder. And I feel that's potentially where Liverpool are going with this team. You know, we think about the future of that forward line. We've known that classic Mane, Firmino, Salah forward line has been so dominant in so good, and for certain games that works really, really well when you want a link man in Firmino and you want those two sort of inside forwards running in behind. But I do think long term, especially with the development of Liverpool and Harvey Elliott, coming into the side, we've spoke quite a lot about this right hand triangle of Elliott, Salah, and Trent being really interchangeable, where we could see, Salah high and inside, Elliott out wide, Trent moving into that inside channel and using his passing or crossing from those narrow inside positions. That fluidity is great for Liverpool. The build-up on the right is fantastic. What I think we might see with this Liverpool team on the left, considering that Thiago likes to take up deeper positions to get on the ball, is actually the left-hand side, being a combination of Diaz, Robertson and Jota. And I think this evolves Liverpool. having these two really distinctive units that, again, can interchange, and there can be some change up. We know that Jota likes to drift right as well. But having that depth on both sides is very, very exciting. You think from a Liverpool perspective, having Diaz cutting in and Robertson providing the width on the final third, we see Mane do that with Robertson time and time again. That's something I feel that Liverpool could get out of, playing Luis Diaz in that high and wide position. But it's an exciting future. Obviously, it is geared on whether Mohamed Salah signs his new contract. But in a sense now, Liverpool have got a bit of depth in there that if, for example, Salah were to move on, or them to not want to break their wage structure, having someone like Diaz that is a goal scorer that can put the ball in the back of the net, as same with Diogo Jota, that is the next generation. You think long-term, maybe Harvey Elliott, could he be someone that's moved into that wide position and it slightly changes, where maybe Diaz becomes the goal scorer with Jota and Elliott's kind of that creativity on the right-hand side of the pitch with, whoever Liverpool are going to long-term develop in that position. Obviously with Fabio Carvalho coming into the team, he can play attacking midfield, he can play left, he can play right, he can play as a striker. Just seems like Liverpool are very well run at the moment, and they're spending at the right time. They're not spending when fans want them to make a signing at a certain point. They're waiting for the right player in the market, such as a Luis Diaz that has that ability to take you on, to go inside, to drive to the box, cut in and shoot, which is just his trademark that we're yet to see yet, which is an exciting side. Changes Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool's front three, in a sense, have had a player that's very much like that from a consistent basis. We know that Salah likes to dribble and, dribble inside and get shots off, but having a little bit more of a threat from deeper with Diaz in the inside left channel could again be another way that Liverpool are upgrading their goal scoring or changing their goal scoring. They'll add threat. Diaz shooting from range, Salah going in, playing as a poacher, going for the tap-in. We know that Jota's great in terms of his movement in the penalty area. It works really well. So I think the future is very, very bright for Liverpool. And arguably, they've now got 6 players for 3 positions that are all, world-class or borderline world-class in, Firmino, Mane, Salah as the basic old school Liverpool front three, but you're throwing in then Jota, Luis Diaz, and then potentially Harvey Elliott with his development. Exciting times for Liverpool, it really is. And that sort of long-term future for Liverpool is definitely an exciting thing. And I think the one big thing with Klopp, which he previously hasn't had at other clubs, is a club that's going to keep on to that, hold on to their stars. His Dortmund team was dissembled, season after season. This is now we're seeing Jurgen Klopp in an evolutionary stage, which I think is very, very exciting. And I think it will come with Luis Diaz. Just to round off Luis Diaz's stats versus Leicester City in the Premier League: 4 shots, 5 out of 7 dribbles completed. Missed a big chance, but again, adapting to life in the Premier League. 1 chance created, completed 91% of his passes, won 6 of his 14 ground duels. Maybe could do some more tackles and some more pressing, but very impressive start. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below, what is Liverpool's best front three in 2024? Get in the comments below. Let me know. I've been Statman Dave. Check out SofaScore. GG's in the chat. We'll see you later.